Hello and welcome to the WIHS Journal Public Affairs program. I'm Jerry Williams. Well, recently the WIHS event crew was in attendance for Iron Sharpens Iron 2023 that took place in Cheshire at Calvary Life Worship Center. And I walked the various hallways and rooms getting thoughts and comments from various attendees about their Iron Sharpens Iron experience. But I also spoke with some of the ministry booth leaders, like this one. All right, still here at Iron Sharpens Iron, and right now with Kevin DeVries, and he's here to talk about Base Camp. How you doing, Kevin?
Good, man. Jerry. Okay, I got your name. Somebody just put a mic in front of me. Yeah. Where are we? What's going on here?
That's how I roll.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready to... Don't get me started, Kevin. Right. So talk about Base Camp. What do you got going on, man?
Yeah, so Base Camp is basically a ministry model. It's an outreach model where we help churches go to men rather than help men go to church. And the church that's their job. It's their job to get guys into their building. Our job is to take churches and help them go where men already are, which for us is wedding barns, breweries, boats, bonfires. I mean, I'll be a literative here forever, but we're helping men to hear gospel-centered stories, redemptive stories in a place that non-church guys will feel very comfortable. And then we do a Q&A afterwards, and then churches love it because it's like they get a whole bunch of new guys in their network that don't come to their building, but now they're connected to them through conversation and through these events that we have.
Where are you based out of?
We're based out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, so we've got 26 chapters that we've launched, or what we call base camps, most of which are in breweries all throughout Michigan, and we're just now getting ready to launch nationwide.
And what's the True Summit all about?
Yeah, so we took 14 guys last spring to Everest Base Camp. We went on a trek, and we basically juxtaposed the Himalayas towards the interior geography of what a man's heart actually looks like. So as we're climbing up and the air is getting thinner, we want the viewer to feel like, oh, wow, they're going up and they're going out, but they're actually asking me to go in. So it talks a lot about trauma, recovery, what does redemption look like, how does change happen? And so we're a big proponent that change happens in community. And that's the reason why 14 of us went together. It's like, hey, we need to do this together. We're stronger together. Yeah, maybe you can go faster alone, but you'll go further together.
What's your nutshell testimony in coming to Christ?
Well, it's more of a process of getting well than making a simple salvation prayer. So my story is of recovery. Twice divorced. I had a near-death experience. I was dead for 15 minutes. I've been a million net worth guy. I've also lived in a vehicle for 5 years, so I know what bankruptcy looks like. I know the guy that lives under the bridge. I know the guy that built the bridge. Wow. So I have some bandwidth, and as a result, I think I have something to share at this point in my life. So it's a dramatic narrative arc, but it's not a simple, I came to Christ one day and everything was great. Yeah. It's more of, I came to Christ very early. He's been with me the whole time. I just wasn't well in a lot of that journey. And so Christ, through circumstances, some of which I created, some of which other people created, brought me to a place where I was getting well enough where I could help other people.
I like that. You said, I got some bandwidth.
Yeah, I got some bandwidth.
Expansive bandwidth.
I worked on my testimony for a little bit, yeah.
So where are you from originally, born and raised?
Came from New Jersey. My parents are Dutch immigrants, so they didn't make it far from the ship, so grew up in northwest New Jersey, then lived in Florida for a while, and I've lived all over the state of Michigan.
Okay, Giants or Jets fans or anything like that?
I kind of left too early. I was 12. Okay. I did see Pele play. Yeah. He passed away, recently, and I remember him playing for the New York Cosmos against the Toronto Blizzards, but I don't want to say it publicly. I am rooting for the Lions. I think they had a pretty decent second half of their season, and I do believe that when they win the Super Bowl someday, that will be the end of the age.
Home of Base Camp.
Yeah, home of Base Camp. Yeah. So we're on the other side of the state in Grand Rapids, but that's where we're centered out of. But that's the beauty of what we do. We're not buildings. We don't own any real estate. It's just, we're very nomadic that way. We're almost indigenous. We're like Native Americans. We just follow the buffaloes. We follow what God's doing, but we don't have buildings, so we're very nomadic.
So if someone want to know more and reach out to you about Base Camp, how could they?
Yeah, just go to graceexplorations.com. That's plural with an S. And we basically, our process is very simple. We want men to hear another man's story. That happens at Base Camp. We want them to retell their story. We have a Retelling Your Story video series where you begin to discover that the story that you have is actually God telling his story through your story, which we've heard a lot at this conference. And then thirdly, we want men to join a tribe because we really believe that change, lasting change, it can only happen in community. You have to do life together.
He's Kevin DeReese. Thank you, Kevin, and enjoy the rest of your Iron Sharpens Iron 2023 experience.
Yeah, thanks for the time, Jerry.
And go Lions, except anytime they play the Raiders, because I'm a Raiders fan.
Okay, all right. Well, that's all right. I forgive you. We can still be friends.
Why can't we be friends? Out and about with Jerry Williams, Calvary Life, Iron Sharpens Iron 2023. I'm at Trail Life USA.
That's right.
And I'm speaking with Aaron. How are you, Aaron?
I'm doing great, Jerry. Thanks very much. Chris and I were representatives for troops in Connecticut. There are 2 troops in Connecticut, one in Wethersfield, one in Groton, and I am the regional point man for Connecticut and Rhode Island, which basically means I'm the first point of contact for Trail Life National for individuals who have questions about Trail Life. They want to start a troop in their local church, and so they come to me and say, hey, how do I do this? I want to join up and volunteer, and so I'm their first point of contact. So I get to be the guy that they call when that happens.
You've been connected for how long now?
So we've been part of Trail Life for 4 years. We joined shortly after getting up here in August of 2019. I've been the outdoor activity coordinator for Connecticut Troop 1, and that just means putting together the summer camps and the Klondike Derbies, which is the big winter campouts, and all of the camping activities that we do outside together.
All right. And over here we have your son, Calvin. How you doing, Calvin?
Pretty good.
Tell me something about Trail Life USA and what you like about it. First of all, how's your dad doing? Is he doing a good job?
I guess. Yeah. He does a good job.
I put him on the spot right there.
Yeah. I really like Trail Life because you get to do outside stuff and you get to go camping trips and summer camps and stuff. That's really fun.
Thanks for coming out, hanging out with your dad, and manning a ministry table. What's your thoughts and comments about Iron Sharpens Iron?
I think it's really cool. I like how everybody's coming together to share their beliefs and learn.
Thanks, Calvin. And over here we got Lennon. Lennon, how you doing? And what's your experience been thus far at Iron Sharpens Iron? And is this your first one?
This is my first one. I'm doing pretty good. I've heard of it before. This first time being here. It's pretty cool. All these guys coming together. There's a lot of people here. I didn't expect this many people, but...
Good to see so many men that are in Christ, right?
Yes.
Coming together, fellowshipping with one another, iron sharpening iron, right?
Indeed.
Thanks, Lennon. And over here, next to Lennon is his dad, Chris. How you doing, Chris?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How was your affiliation here with Trail Life USA? Are you part of the ministry or just here supporting your son? What's the deal with you?
Mark Charette asked for volunteers to man the table here today at Iron Sharpens Iron. I volunteered. My son Lennon and I have been involved with Trail Life out of Wethersfield for about 6 months now. We're really enjoying the ministry, and this is also my first time at Iron Sharpens Iron.
How has your Iron Sharpens Iron experience been thus far?
Been pretty good. Haven't been at a seminar like this in a while. Not Christian related either. So this is good to see all these men of God come together.
Where are you from originally, Chris?
I grew up in Vernon, but I'm in Stafford now.
Thank you for your thoughts and comments. Enjoy the rest of your Iron Sharpens Iron experience. God bless you.
You too.
So finally, getting back to Aaron. Aaron, I see this cool staff. It must mean something. Talk about what it's all about.
Sure, this does mean something. So this is a way a trailman, which is a young man who is affiliated with the Trail Life organization, this is how he records his advancement. And so what you see represented on the standard are trail badges, which demonstrate the ability to do the skill that's listed on the trail badge. So we have we have a woods tools. That means that he is skilled in bladed instruments and he knows how to safely operate an axe or a knife. You see a rank advancement on the bottom of the staff. That means that the individual has gotten his able, ready, and now his journeyman rank, and so that's the way for him to track his advancement. And then hanging from the lanyards are special things that he's done. Those are the elective trail badges that each trailman has the opportunity to earn. Calvin's earned vehicle care, basketball, pet care, so pretty much anything you're interested in, there's a trail badge for it. And so this is a way a trailman tracks his advancement through the program.
Wow, it's a very nifty, cool-looking staff. I'm looking at about, 13, 14 different badges there or whatever. But if there's someone out there that want to know more about Trail Life, what's the website?
Sure. The Trail Life is listed traillifeusa.com, and I'm going to spell it out. That's TRAIL. LIFEUSA.com, and there's a troop track, a troop locator button on there that if you go through and type in your zip code, it'll give you the closest troops, and you can come out and see us on our meeting nights, and we'll be happy to give you a tour of the program.
God bless you. Thank you, Aaron.
Thanks, Jerry. It's been a pleasure.
And if you would like more information about what you heard today, call WIHS 860-346-1049, 860-346-1049. It's the WIHS Journal News and Public Affairs.